Oops. I almost forgot about the mic. But yeah, we are back for some more Slay the Princess, but I realized I forgot to, set the game. So, excuse me for that. Slay. There it is. But anyways, good morning, afternoon, and or night. It's Sunday. We've reached, I guess, the beginning of the week, right? However we want to read that. But yeah, thanks for hopping in. I'm gonna do more Slay the Princess, get more content. And now, let's just get it set up, shall we? That's the one thing I forgot. But you know what? That's okay. Alright. There it is. I think we got it. Alright. I think that audio should be high enough to catch all the dialogue. Because compared to, like, Hollow Knight, this is significantly more downtone? No, I'm not. Point. It's a little more quiet, I guess is the easier way to put it. Yeah, well, I guess just to preface. So last time we encountered, I think we did 3 paths again? So we got the Spectre, which led into the chapter of Princess and the Dragon. And we got to see a version of ourselves, which still makes me a little uncomfortable how creepy we looked. From there, we got the Prisoner. And, you know, all of her glory, once again, back to the first chapter. Then we got, I forget what this chapter was called. But, boy, was it a wild ride. It made me really uncomfortable with how it was just piercing skin. Ugh. But yeah. And the nice thing is, thanks to the memories, we know which routes we got. So it kind of actually helps us narrow down what paths we should be trying to get to. Which makes me really happy. Makes it easier for you and me, so we're not just recycling, I guess, if you will. Right? So we got, in total so far, the Pristine Cut, the Adversary, the Spectre, Eye of the Needle, Princess and the Dragon, the Stranger, the Prisoner, the Damsel, the Cage, and Happily Ever After. But isn't it neat that it kind of alludes to which one is which? So yeah, let's... Whoa. Oh, I guess it starts us here, doesn't it? Okay, turn. Oh. Main menu. Yeah. Okay. We're starting here. Here we go.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
There we go.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. So I'm just gonna keep clicking through the dialogue because I think it goes faster, but just as a little warning, I did order dinner. Like I put out a tweet, but I went out of town, I got home, took a shower, and I started getting ready for stream, so I have not had dinner. So at some point, I'm gonna just sneak off like a gremlin to get my dinner. Just as a heads up for everyone, if you don't like chewing. But anyways, that is besides the point. Let's see. Let's do...
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
I wanted to... that felt contrarian, so I wanted to try doing that. But we're not gonna linger on that too much. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Nah.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning. Before you go, she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
We'll proceed to the cabin as always.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
And, that's a question. Do I want to take the blade? Because I guess the last route, if you will, I kind of just took the blade all the time. So maybe I'll start without the blade. But I'm just realizing the mirror never does pop up in chapter 1. I guess it should have been obvious, but I just realized it right now. So we'll just... no blade, because you started off with blade last time.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Sorry, I want to take a sip of today's featured beverage, besides the water, of course. Pepsi. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Gosh. I don't think I've ever tried lying. Oh gosh, I don't know how you'd say it in a lying tone. I'm here to save you.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Well, that's fun. I guess much doesn't change.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Oh, about that.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Yes. Oh, yes. And I am just letting the dialogue run again. Because who knows, maybe there's someone out there who's never seen Slay the Princess. And for Pristine Cut, I want to see any new dialogue. Especially when we fought our almighty lady last time. There's this new feature, if you will, where we get red dialogue, which, according to our good friend Cyber Mermaid Comet, that red dialogue just means we can win an argument against her. So, I want to get more of that.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake. Don't even try it.
Not yet. You know, I guess we'll turn that lie into well, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Go through it.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
I will admit, I'm trying to get the tower path. I don't remember if this is the way, but we're going.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
It could just be Princess.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
How about no? Gosh, for the tower, do I exhaust all the options, or is it just one and then I'm gonna get you out of here?
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
I don't remember. Oh gosh.
You're making a huge mistake.
Well, let's do this
No,
and see what
You're doing the right thing.
this gets us.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Yep.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the...
Oh, sorry, I cut off the narrator. If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Oh. Interesting.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Yeah, I don't remember the softer princess suggesting that as an option. Our cold one does, but our softer girl here doesn't. Unless that's just something I haven't encountered yet.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Try and open the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Yeah, go figure. I wonder who locked the door. Let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
I guess we'll back down.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Well,
Easier for whom?
just make sure. Okay, my mic's on. I'm making sure. Sometimes I forget to turn on my mic. Or else I'd have just been talking to you guys. Or I guess, I don't know. Point is, the mic seems like it's on.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yes.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Yeah.
She barely hesitates before raising her
Jesus.
arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of It's the blade
Oops.
from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
You know what? Let's try this. I've never slayed the princess from this point.
Without hesitation,
Oh, no, wait.
bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Fine.
I don't remember.
The wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
I guess we kind of did loop back to the lying aspect, didn't we?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
Huh?
I thought we had the upper hand, but It's as if she's barely even threatened by us.
What path does this take me? At this point, we're not getting the tower.
It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
And we've encountered this before, but I don't remember. Oh boy.
I'm not so sure. Don't waver now.
What path is this?
As you ready your blades to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm.
Oh, now this I haven't encountered before. A new path I haven't encountered yet, maybe?
Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Yeah, this is new stuff. I don't even think this is Pristine Cut new. This is just new.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Slay.
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Oh boy. I'm curious what this will do for us.
The princess is still chained to the wall. There's nothing she can do to stop you from getting out of here. What if she doesn't succumb to her wounds? Whatever she is so much more dangerous than I thought she'd be. You rush up the stairs and dive past the threshold. You're safe. For now.
Okay. But what does...
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easy. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there.
Yeah, okay.
Why don't you make things easier on yourself?
Okay, I know that's Nightmare, so we'll just load back here. I want to see what happens if we try finishing.
You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here.
Yep, so what does that give me?
What's this about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job. You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons. And then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade.
God, what path is this? I don't remember.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
Oh, that's neat. You can actually see her breathing now. I don't think that was a thing before.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, the witch!
You're on a path.
Sorry, I thought I heard something.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Sorry. I believe my food's getting delivered in like a few minutes. The witch, though. The witch. Which one's the witch? But She's gonna kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
Well, about that.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
I have trust issues with you after what happened last time.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
I'm guessing that's how that started, the last one. I guess we'll just proceed. 'Cause he's gonna ramble.
A warning before you go any further.
Wee.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay. I think I remember this now. I think the witch was... Oh, gosh. Oh, man.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, I kind of just had a revelation what happened. Yeah, the witch is the little cat-looking one. I think this is also the same path where we first discovered I'm just a floating model. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the muddy shelf, the blade sitting on the muddy shelf, and the door to the basement.
Yep.
There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
Yeah, there's definitely a mirror.
But he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right?
I trust my eyes. Why would he lie about... Oh, wait. That's capitalized. Sorry, I trust my eyes. Why would he lie about there not being a mirror? What's the point?
Come on now. He's pretty much in charge here. When have authority figures ever lied about anything? If there were a mirror in this cabin and we were supposed to look at it, he would have told us about it. Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Approach.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Oh yes, and I also looked this up at some point. I guess
Well, at
preening...
least we can all agree now that there's nothing to see here. Case closed. Good work, everyone.
Sorry. Preening is basically just cleaning or trimming the feathers. Sorry, I'm letting my dasher know to just leave my food at the door. Because this girl needs dinner. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yes. Okay.
Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
And here we go. With the blade this time. I should have...
The door to the base.
I should have saved it before we took the blade, but... Oh well.
The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
It's always nice that it's a different word.
something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Well, she's super mad at us.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
No.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Okay. Gonna take like a quick before we actually encounter the witch. I'm gonna grab my food, alright? I said I was gonna scurry off. So BRB everyone. I'm gonna go get my dinner. Okay, thank you for bearing with me for just a few minutes. The food has been retrieved. My dinner, which shall be a chicken tender wrap with some good old French fries. So if you catch me chewing, I apologize. But, you know, I always say bring your favorite snacks for food. So why not, yeah?
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
Nah.
Fine. You're the boss.
Oh, and I did try to unwrap everything ahead of time, so there should be as much scrunching. But I apologize. It's probably going to be audible.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
I remember this princess now.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other.
Yes, we do.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Yes.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just
Maybe.
focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
Oh yeah, we have an auto place I can eat.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Okay. I just want to see what happens. Oh gosh, okay. I'd like to be straightforward with my intentions. I didn't care for how you treated me last time, and I think you might be a danger to the world. I'm gonna attack you now.
Do you think that being direct with your ill will frees you from its wickedness?
I don't know, maybe.
Murder and betrayal are still murder and betrayal, whether you state your intentions or keep them hidden behind your back.
See, this is why we never tell people what we're actually thinking. She's just as mad, only now she's ready for
What?
us.
Still, better a violent fool than a plotting coward. Better for me, I mean.
How so, princess?
As you close the distance, readying your strike, the princess's chain falls from her wrist.
Oh! Okay.
She takes advantage of your split second of surprise and throws a fistful of dirt into your eyes. She could have gotten out of those the whole time, that sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. It's a shame we're playing opposite teams. This is why you couldn't just abandon her here. Left to her own devices, she would always find a way out. Now stop her.
Her face is really cute up close, though, not gonna lie.
You must have known I would be ready for you. Deep in your heart, you know the same things about me I know about you. We're both so very awful.
As you brush the silt from your eyes, the princess tackles you, flattening you against the dirt floor.
Hot.
We were always going to kill each other here, weren't we? I can't trust you, and you can't trust me, and those doubts spin and spin and spin into hate.
Yes, sorry about the crinkle.
She buries her teeth deep into your chest, tearing at... Right, she's distracted. Stab her in the back. In for a penny, right? Why not?
Jesus!
As the princess rips meat from bone, you plunge your weapon into her unprotected back.
Bastard! Even face to face, you find a way to stab me in the back. I know you, and you're hideous, absolutely wretched. Just like me.
Maybe we are the same. So what? Throw her off us. Kick her in the shins. We don't have to fight so dirty. Of course we do. Fighting clean won't help us win.
You know
Takes
what?
a wretch to know a wretch, and we're all at the bottom of the barrel here. There's no point in pretending otherwise.
The opportunist has always been like this.
Are we? At the bottom of the barrel.
Just without us in the body before.
Dirt in our eyes and a chunk of us chewed out. If that's not the bottom of the barrel, what is? No arguments
Okay,
here.
cool.
You're doing great. Keep playing dirty if that's what it takes. But if we win, we won't be at the bottom anymore.
This is so
We'll
interesting.
climb a little higher. And once we start climbing, well, who knows where we'll stop. You'll stop right here if you keep daydreaming. Don't let yourself get distracted thinking about what comes after. None of us ever said we stopped fighting.
Yeah, but we're just kind of staring at her.
What a low and vicious fight it is. eyes gouged, skin scratched bloody, hair ripped and nails broken.
God.
Every rule there ever was in the Book of Honorable Combat, both you and the princess have broken a dozen times over. That's nice and all, but are we winning? Nobody's winning.
Ow!
I thought playing dirty was supposed to give you the upper hand, but I suppose that doesn't work if you
Sorry.
both sink into the same lows. At least you're not losing. The princess cackles maniacally as the clatter continues. But behind her cackle, you hear the low groan of warping wood. Wait, what's going on? We're establishing a newer, better packing order. No,
Which
the
is what?
groaning thing. Why is the wood making noise? Who cares about the groan? It's just a sound. Things make sounds all the time.
Sorry, I'm picking up the foot stand.
I care about the groan. Doesn't that mean something bad is happening?
Could be.
Oh, yes, well, I'm afraid that's the sound of the basement getting smaller.
We started off with that.
Do you hear that, you pathetic wretch? Those are the roots of the wild, and they're coming to choke the breath from your lungs and squeeze the life out of you.
Oh.
Excuse me, what? You and the princess disengage for a brief moment, just long enough to get your bearings. Behind you, the basement door has been sealed over, thick roots barring your only exit from the dirt pit. And slowly, but very perceptibly, the roots are closing in on you both.
That's right. They're coming for you. And they won't stop until there's nothing left out here but them.
Yeah, last time we were a lot nicer to her. This turned out something so much different. Let's see. Okay, let's see. What about you? They'll crush you just as much as they'll crush you just as easily as they'll crush me.
As long as you suffer while you die, I'll gladly suffer with you. Especially if I get to see it happen.
She's really mad at us.
This doesn't help anyone. I can't believe she'd kill us both just to spite me. See? This is exactly why you've been tasked to slay her. She's an antisocial monster who will gladly burn the whole world for her satisfaction.
Well,
The roots grow ever closer.
uh-oh.
We know. We can see them.
We're not animals, we're people. We can work this out. We can make things better.
But we are animals. We are. You're nothing but fear and instinct, and that's all I am, too. We don't have to make things better. We can't make things better. We're just meant to chase each other in the dark until one of us catches the other. And then we'll do it again and again and again.
You know, I don't think she's actually a go-getter at all. I think we may have misread the situation. I think you misread the situation. Everyone makes mistakes. The important thing is that we can move on from them together with no hard feelings.
About that, I think she has...
Just focus up. You aren't dead yet. You can figure this out.
I'm pretty sure she has hard feelings against us.
You feel something against your back. A thick root pushing its way into the cabin. An unstoppable, unyielding wall of rock. We're running out of time.
We're gonna die.
What do we do? What do we do? We should probably get back fast. The only way out of this.
I got no idea at this point. I think we're dead though, no matter how we look at it. But you know, before I keep going, I'm realizing this route is making me realize the opportunist always had it in him to be fucked up. But with us being the main mind, we kind of keep him under control. And that the Princess and the Dragon route, without us in there, he kind of went batshit crazy, just being a backstabber and playing dirty. Why are you doing this though? Why are you doing this?
Because it's in my nature. Just like you coming down here to kill me is in yours. It's who I am.
That is extremely not us. We're just doing what we're told and making the best out of a difficult situation.
We are doing what we're told.
Exactly. You're in the right here. Now focus up and win. The roots
Now that's
twist
it.
around you both, binding your limbs and rendering you helpless. As your fates close in, all you can do is watch her, and all she can do is watch you. At first it's almost gentle. The two of you lifted delicately off the ground. But the cradle of the growing roots soon gives way to tightness. That tightness gives way to bulging pressure as they begin to constrict.
That's gotta be real uncomfortable. Ooh!
The sound of creaking wood is drowned out by the snaps and pops of your bones, pain flooding your
jeez.
senses as you feel your skin deform, being shaped unnaturally by the living basement.
Oh god.
Tears well up in the princess's eyes, her own bones splintering and flesh swelling with trapped blood. But still she smiles through it all.
I can't wait to do this again, you wretched little thing. I hate you, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh my god!
Unbearable. You can't breathe, your vision swimming with red, your head pounding as everything tightens. And then
Oh!
you pop. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Okay, I guess that's how we're starting. The wild.
We are a path in the woods.
Oh yeah!
We have no beginning,
Oh look!
and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
Okay, 2 seconds before we let the dialogue just run. I remember this one specifically because I loved how cacophonous the music is here. Like, if you listen to it, it's multiple soundtracks just kind of colliding. I'll just let you guys hear it. I think you can kind of hear it, right? I hope it's loud enough. Also, it's interesting to note that our cursor is now, Birdman.
I think this is our third?
Yes, it is.
That's bad.
Oops.
Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do?
Killed the princess?
There's no reason to keep secrets. We tried fighting her, and then she made the cabin itself come to life and squished us into paste. All that unfairness.
Oh!
What if it was just pushing us in the right direction? Helping us become this? It's almost worth being squished by a cabin.
Is it?
It was a fitting end. I'm sorry if it hurt, but doesn't this make it all seem so small?
I see. So the cabin ground you into paste, and now you're convinced you're stuck together. What?
Actually, that would make sense though, because we got
He
crushed
doesn't
together.
understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
Okay. We could always go back here and start again, but I kind of like where we're going. Why are you being nice to me? Don't you hate me? Don't we sort of hate each other?
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the doubting and the hatred and the schemes. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Oh, sorry.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
Spoken like, honestly, a real puppet master. Have we considered that maybe she's the one trying to trick us?
I'm not.
Oh my god.
But there's a feeling, isn't there? That petty feeling she mentioned, it is fuzzy, but it's there. Almost like she still hates us.
Yeah, because the witch said she wouldn't let it go.
It feels mutual.
Please, stop. If you pay attention to that feeling, we'll fall apart.
Oh yeah, the lines got more...
Don't look at it!
She's trying to turn you away from the truth. There's something she doesn't want you to see. I think you already know you have to look at it. They're both playing their hands. What's the move? Do we pick a side? Do we figure out how to make everyone unhappy?
I think last time I gazed. So this time I will... I think I'll bury it. But I'll save it though. I'll bury it.
No, you can't bury that feeling. You can't hide from your past.
Oh, about that. I'm gonna do it right now.
The past doesn't have to exist. Our freedom is within us. We just have to find it. You know, let's just dive right in. Turn inward and find your freedom. Embrace your transformation.
You fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere at once, just in the right place at the right time.
What is happening?
You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same. What is he going on about? What does he know about
What is
us?
happening right now?
I think it's our time we all finally stop listening to him. He doesn't actually make the rules. He's just flying by the seat of his pants like the rest of us.
I mean, that is true, actually. Technically.
You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
Wait. Time out. Now, the part that says we don't need to be whole, that has a lot more meaning. There's a place you need to be. You just need to find it. Ooh.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you. This place will fall apart before you find its end.
Don't know that. Ooh.
This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible. That's right, I know a loser when I see one. Call his bluff.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
It doesn't matter if the world is falling apart, it's time for us to commit to something.
I trust you. Oh, look, even if he wanted to turn back, we couldn't. That's neat. I trust you.
You won't find anything. If I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
But you do find something. It's golden smooth and so it doesn't brush past me. It's cold and smooth and gently bucks, then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness flattening against it.
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this. Right now.
Oh god. I think the narrator is actually pleading with us. I've heard him mad with us. I've never heard him plead with us, though.
I think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it and free us all.
Okay. Shatter the cage.
No, stop!
But his pleas disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world at the place you need to be.
Job well done, team. Just like I'd planned.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
God, so is this her hair? I don't think we're established. Is this her hair?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's crazy. We actually see a glimpse of it.
He thought he could keep us blind forever. And he almost did.
Oh no. And then it's gone.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
But you never get a chance to answer. You turn to see her gone behind you, replaced by something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Okay. We didn't even see what the princess looked like this time.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Okay, that's kind of crazy. Gosh, what do I choose? The narrator is gone. Yeah, he just kind of...
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
Yep.
We're top of the pecking order now. Right, boys?
I don't know.
Good riddance.
I think I'm supposed to look in the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
Approach.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
We got to. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
You approach the mirror. Is it silent as you reach forward? They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's me. Okay. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed. Oh. Oh, that's weird. That's so weird.
Something finds me in the long quiet
Huh?
and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Okay, this is bizarre. This is the first time I'm seeing a princess without a body. What? Is it the face or is it a heart? I'm so... because arguably this could look like a face, right? And then this is her hair? But at the same time, these lines feel like maybe... like lungs or a... Oh, wait, are these lungs maybe? Maybe these are lungs. I don't know. It's so... There's a form and yet there isn't a form. I think the answer is the same, right? What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I'm a... Well, we know we're a bird person.
A person. A set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person.
Do the hands move at all, actually? I should look at the hands.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
No, they don't move. No, wait, this one did. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
This hand moves, right? Am I crazy?
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay, this will move. So then, okay, I think this is a face, and this little bit turned mouth, right? Just the end of the world.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Okay, I got it. Okay. Now I see it. Okay, these are her eyes. Right here. Yeah, because the hands always cover her eyes. Got it. This is the eyes, that's the mouth. And this is the split between her face, and then this is her hair. Got it. Are you the princess? Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
I mean, yeah, we kind of saw it. The light, the color. But you know what? This vessel's so unique. Because we could actually see the hands in a different, like... Her face is blacked out. That's so intriguing. What is this vessel? Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But what is this vessel? Were you always a princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart.
Curious, huh?
Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Maybe. Oh no. Oopsie. Sorry. How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
Okay. Maybe forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Bring the networked wild to her. That's what she's called.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her.
So I think we will skip the dialogues and just go straight to the cabin. Ow.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. you'll find the princess within.
Excuse me while I take a sip. I'll let the narrator go, but I'm gonna take a sippy of a drink.
Warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed...
We must. Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your...
And we'll do without the blade again. Let's see what it gets us, huh?
The door to the base...
Just checking in on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
And instead of talking, let's just jump right into it. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
No, we're not.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No, ma'am.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe there's a key still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Thanks, princess.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Sorry, excuse me. Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
I'm trying to put a lid down. Sorry. Okay. I guess let's just return, right?
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just
What did I
taken
do?
the blade like you were supposed
Sorry.
to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
So, there's a reason I tend to turn sideways when I drink out of bottles, because I spaz out like that. So excuse me. Okay. Let's make sure I don't shrink again, yeah? Gosh, how many times does that happen at this point? This is wild.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Okay.
hesitates before
We're
raising...
just gonna... And... I'll do slay again, and maybe if I try giving up.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and the wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going...
You bastard.
The princess pushes a wounded...
You've made
Yep.
Thought it's an act. Don't waver. As you ready your blade, forget
Then we'll slay.
though your nerves are seizing with pain. You know you seize them. We can...
And... Instead, we'll give up this time.
Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground. I suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job.
Yeah, this time I'm tired.
The princess,
Oh.
wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark corner of the room.
I don't like the look in her eyes. That's really creepy, actually. I don't like the look in her eyes.
Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out.
It's really creepy. Ugh. Okay, I'm not looking in her eyes anymore. I can't.
We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world.
This is the most uncomfortable I've ever looked at. Out of every princess I've encountered, this one is currently making me feel the most uncomfortable.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend.
Sorry.
But you were just another monster, weren't you?
I don't know, my eyes aren't the one that are glowing.
This is the end, isn't it? Before you can answer, everything goes dark, and you die.
Yeah. Ooh. The beast.
Your Honor, you're here.
I have never ever, I don't think, like, and every time I've played this, I don't think I've ever gotten the beast. So this is news. This is brand new for me. Ooh. Okay, no.
Don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Ooh, I'm excited now. I don't know what the beast is. But her eyes were glowing. I don't know what she's gonna be right now.
If he doesn't remember what happened, you're not
Oh, the
trapped
hunted.
in. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
I haven't seen the hunted since, Eye of the Needle. Okay, proceed.
She will
Lie,
lie.
she will cheat.
Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
Ooh, what does the beast look
Don't see why
like?
that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
No.
Maybe.
We'll proceed. What does her cabin look like? I don't know the beast.
The
Whoa.
interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long
Weird.
time. Wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So... I don't know what this... I don't know what the beast... I mean, with a name like the Beast, I feel like I should take the blade, right?
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I look fine.
But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone.
Alright. Let's see. What does the Beast have for us?
The door to the basement creaks open,
Weird.
revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet,
Yeah, that's...
as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
But what does this entail?
She growls up the stairs.
Growl?
I can smell you.
Okay.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives
Whoa.
way to the damp earth floor of a starlit
This is
pit.
weird.
The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on
Yeah, there's
forever.
light. What is
You
that?
brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
What is that? That almost looks animalistic, right?
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her.
That's the princess? Okay. I know she has a tail from the witch. We saw that the witch has a tail. But this princess had hind legs.
Remember,
That can't be.
she's just a princess.
No, this is not just a princess.
She's certainly not just a princess.
Princesses don't have. I mean, maybe a princess has hind legs. I don't know. I don't know what the beast is.
You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the
Oh my
leaves,
God.
staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
Oh my god. Her glowing eyes stayed. Wow, this princess creeps me out. Whoa. Wait, her ears are kind of funky too. Look at that. Whoa.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified.
Fledgling.
I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
Okay, so she talks. So, okay, maybe it's just her lower half that's just weird. Like a centaur situation? I don't know.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Is she? Oh boy, oh boy. Oh god. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Where?
Anywhere.
Move.
You land beside, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess.
Sorry, I did not mean to scream. That just freaked me out though. Sorry. Was that really the princess? Oh god.
In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her.
Oh my god! What did we do to the princess? Oh my god, what did we do to her? Oh god, I've never been on this path before. Oh.
Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
Hi, princess.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze
Oh my
meets
God.
hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
Oh my god. What do I do? What do I do? I am not ready for the stairs. What do you want?
I want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
Okay, but can I kill her? I'm sorry, this is the first time I can't bring myself to feel sympathetic towards the princess. She just scares me.
Don't ask her what she wants. Just slay her. Is that all the advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful. She's just a princess. Don't overthink it.
Just a princess. I don't...
She's clearly not.
Yeah. Stop hiding and show yourself. Let's try. Or, no. Maybe I don't want to egg her on. Yeah, that's fine. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Maybe, we don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you? What if we left together? If you could get out of here on your own, wouldn't you have left already?
You cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
At least she's upfront about her intentions.
Okay.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else.
How can you tell?
We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive, if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
But... oh my... ooh. Ooh. How... yeah, how exactly we're supposed to take back the momentum?
We have the blade. I assume all she has are nails and teeth. Let's use our advantage. The steel claw is small and she is large. It's dangerous to fight back. It should only be a last resort.
I'm trusting the hunted here. So... survive. Oh my god.
Barely moving out of the way before the princess surges past you with a speed that makes her practically unseen.
Yeah, good god. And now we're back here. I don't think I can keep this up.
You have to. We at least have to make an opening.
Okay. Can we... no. If we run for the stairs, we'll die. But why do you want to kill me?
Why does anything kill anything else? She needs to.
I didn't say I wanted to kill you.
Huh?
It sounds like she wants to do something even worse.
But
What
what?
she wants only matters if she wins, and you're not going to let that happen. A tickling sensation rises at the base of your neck.
Oh boy.
Flee. We can't keep doing this.
I still can say, ooh, stay alive. We're gonna stay alive.
You're a little slow. Or maybe she's a little faster. You avoid her slavering jaws, but she manages to graze you, her titanic momentum skinning you along your side.
Boy.
It's like being sideswiped
Ooh.
by sandpaper. How is she that fast?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, she's almost got, like, the face of a lion. And there's a horn. And she has hair, but... what did we do to her?
You're bleeding now.
You instinctively touch your side, testing her claim. It's wet, and stings from the gentle touch of your fingertips. A costly mistake. We can't make it again. We will make it again unless something changes. We have to break the pattern.
Break it.
We need more time. She's cutting off our escape.
Our game is nearing its end.
Maybe it's pointless to keep doing the saves every time, but I don't know what else to do. Okay, fine. Why do you want to eat me?
I don't question who I am or what I want. I simply do. To act is always better than to react.
I can't believe I'm
Oops.
saying this, but you do well to listen to her. Less standing around asking questions, more doing exactly as I said.
We are not gonna try killing her.
She's more tense this time. She means this next blow to be the last. The mere thought of moving again makes your bloodied side ache.
So then...
We're exhausted. We're bleeding. We're still alive. We owe it to ourselves to move.
maybe I fucked up trying to save myself like this. Again.
Once again, you narrowly avoid the full force of the impact, and once again you are too slow to come away unscathed. You're starting to get tired. You're making mistakes. This isn't working. We have to do something. We have to figure out a plan. Don't plan ahead. Act on the now. All that matters is that we stay alive. We're trying, but We can't keep this up much longer. We have to. We keep up or we die.
We're gonna die at this
You're
rate.
getting slow.
Oh!
She seizes the opportunity, lunging once again from the darkness, fangs bared and claws flashing. She attacks over and over
Oh,
and
God.
over, and each time she leaves with a little piece of you.
Okay, maybe I fucked up.
Too tired to think, but we have to think. We have to move. It's too late. Before you get the chance to react, it's over. She makes her last foray from the dark corners of the room, unhinging her dripping
boy.
maw, her eyes fierce and full of hunger.
Oh boy.
You do your best to dive out of the way, and you partially succeed.
Partially?
Partially? Yes. The princess fails to swallow you whole. She only swallows your lower body.
She took my legs!
That's just as bad. That's worse, even. It's death either way. At least this will be a faster end. You look down to see that the dirt between you is strewn with your intestines, trailing all the way up and disappearing behind her blood-stained teeth. Your legs are nowhere to be seen. You start to go into shock.
I did play graphic, right? Because, oh. Oh, yeah.
The princess, bloody saliva dripping from her lips, idly gnaws on what's left of you as you rapidly fade away.
Okay, so I might have fucked up trying to, follow the hunted. But, yeah, this is the closest we've seen the princess. I mean, it's like her hands are, her arms are still there in the head, but everything else, we broke her.
I didn't mean to do that. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
Well, we're not dead, we're
Dead.
But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die.
Yeah. The den?
You're on a path in the
Whoa.
That didn't work. We're going in with a plan this time. We're not getting stuck in another loop, just acting on instinct. We're stuck in a big enough loop as it is.
Yeah. And I'm just getting a blanket on me. It's getting chilly for me. Oh, that's more comfy. Alright, blanket on.
Instinct was keeping us alive.
It killed us!
Until it wasn't. So what are we supposed to do? Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done.
No.
So you know more than you're letting on.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
so...
what-
Yeah, that princess scares me. This princess legitimately scares me.
Of course I do, but believe me, it's
Good
in your
God.
best interests. The more you know about the princess, the more difficult your task will be.
Okay.
And why is that?
Okay, time. If let's say if she's anything like the adversary, where she's strong and then she's stronger, an eye of the needle, that means this beast, is the den gonna be a stronger version of the beast? I don't want it.
Having me explain why would defeat the whole purpose. There are simply some things I'm not allowed to tell you. It's a hard rule.
I don't want it.
And whose rule is it? Who's telling you to boss us around? We've died twice already, and if you want us to stay alive this time, it's in your best interests to give us an edge. It's my rule, and this conversation is over.
Okay, what's the plan? Or this path different.
Right. This is different, isn't it? I'm starting to lose track of things myself.
Wait, are there 4 voices in us?
Ground is ground. It doesn't
Hero
matter what
hunted.
shape it takes. We'll adapt. If it looks different, that's because the situation has started
Hang
to
on.
spiral out of everyone's control.
Hang
So
on.
please, disavow yourself of the notion that you can just come back here and fix this place if you manage to make a mess before that line of thinking leaves you yet another world in ruin.
I don't know.
Though, as evidenced by you dying twice, it's safe to assume the fates of the worlds you've left behind don't concern you very much.
She ate our legs. We can't
Consider
survive
this
that.
your last opportunity to make things right. For you and for the rest of existence. Clearly we're not getting anything out of him.
Yeah, the hero, the skeptic, the hunted, and the... Oh no, I think that's it. Okay, what's the plan?
She spent as much time as she could in the shadows. So we're gonna draw her out. But she's fast. And she's clever.
Skeptic, hunted.
We're clever too. So this time we're not gonna let her cut off our escape. We're gonna lead her to the stairs ourselves.
Okay.
It'll be a lot easier to deal with her once we can actually see what she is.
You know what? I think the skeptic's right. We followed the hunted, and she ate our lower legs, so we kind of survived, but not the survivability we want.
But you already know what she is. She's a princess.
What about this as a princess? I mean, maybe like a Beauty and the Beast situation. Oh. Okay, well, I just said it.
Yeah, right. A princess we couldn't see. And one that had big, sharp teeth, too. How about you stick to describing things and we'll stick to doing our job?
Damn.
Sharp teeth.
Yeah. What if we just leave? What happens then?
Doesn't seem like she can escape on her own. Maybe not quickly, but it's inevitable that cabin won't last forever. She will. Forget I said anything. Just treat this with the urgency it deserves.
Yeah, no matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin.
You make your way down to the cabin.
Weird.
Your fated confrontation awaits. You know what to do. Alright, we've been over the plan. Goad her out of the shadows. Make her show herself. And what if she doesn't want to be seen? We'll figure out a way to make it happen. And if that doesn't make her any easier to fight, it will. It's always easier to fight what you can see, no matter how big or toothy she might be.
Yeah, look at that. This is so interesting.
The interior
Whoa.
is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place.
Oh, I cut off the narrator. Oops.
The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings.
Yep.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Of course that damn mirror's back, and of course he's not saying anything about it. Why is it following us?
You know, that is a good question. In all the routes, we've never actually got an explanation why the mirrors.
What are you talking about?
There.
There is no mirror. It's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement. He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us. Then either way, we need to investigate. Might as well get started.
Okay. Take the blade.
Yes, take the steel claw.
No.
You pull the blade from the stump, gripping it tight. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah, because I don't trust whatever's down there.
Odds are we'll need it. Thanks for not putting us in a bad spot.
Approach.
You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair. Haven't you been paying attention? We're not hesitating. This supposed hole is blocked by that old mirror. That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else. It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It went away after we reached out to it last time. Might as well try wiping it clean again. What's the harm?
Wipe.
You reach forward and wave
Oh, that is
your
a
hand
very
over the
tiny
open
hole.
leading to the basement.
Oh, come on. That's gonna make it so much harder for us to escape.
See? Nothing. Tricks of the eye. No one sense can be trusted on its own. You step forward into the darkness. If there were once stairs leading into the basement,
Oh,
there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend.
I really don't like this. Just gonna... Oh, God.
It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, Slay,
Don't
as you
care
crawl
about it.
forward on hands
That
and
last
knees,
part.
you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs. No entity threatens violence or pleads for safety. Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
Oh, we're climbing. No. Say nothing.
You say nothing.
I'm not talking to this.
Maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement.
There's no reasoning with this princess.
The basement is dark
Ooh.
and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space,
Yeah, there's no plants.
you can feel it. You're exposed. Stay on your toes. We take a step into the shadows, and as soon as she moves, we jump back, make her follow. From there, we trap her in the tunnel, draw her out of the cabin, whatever it takes to get her out of her element. Then we're safe.
I guess we're trusting the skeptic this time. Okay, stairs. Okay, as she moves, we jump back, make her follow. Okay. So then we step in the shadows and try to lure her out.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness. That's right. Keep steady. Don't let your nerves get the better of you. There, she's about to strike.
Oh, I heard that.
With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. But you've already started your swift escape.
Hey.
That's stage one. Now stay focused. You dive into the tunnel and begin scrambling up
Okay.
towards the cabin. You hear her behind you, claws raking at the dirt, chains rattling, then snapping, breaths hot and heavy with the effort of the ascent. But the sounds are coming slower now, the breaths pained and stuttering. You no longer sense frantic motion behind you in the tunnel. You risk a glance.
Come on, I want to see.
She is a broad
Whoa!
and sickly creature, her withered and emaciated flesh clinging to bones too large to fit in the narrow space. She managed to squirm her way into the tunnel in pursuit, but now she's stuck, incapable of either moving towards you or returning to the open darkness of the basement below.
Oh my god, she's so much bigger. Yeah, no, there's no fighting that. She would have killed me in a freaking heartbeat. And her eyes are still glowing, but she has horns now. And feather arms like us?
So that's what she's become. She wasn't like this when we started. Was she?
Nope.
No, she wasn't. Looking at her makes me feel sad. Yeah. Now that we can see her, she doesn't feel like much of a threat at all. She paws futilely at the air between you, but her shoulders are pinned in the narrow confines of the opening. She has no hope of reaching you.
Does she not have speech?
And she realizes this. Her arm goes limp, flopping to the dirt floor of the tunnel, and her eyes fall from yours, defeated.
I still can't feel bad for her. God, this one's creepy.
Her eyes look up
Whoa.
at yours, wide, pleading. Come back, you can imagine them saying. Don't leave me here. But you shouldn't listen to the sad eyes of a vanquished enemy. She wants nothing more than to change places with you. If you want us to ignore her, then why would you tell us any of that wide, pleasing eyes begging for mercy business to begin with? All it does is make us feel conflicted.
Damn right it does.
I'm merely describing things as they are. It's not my fault that her eyes had something to say, even if that something was a ploy, which, if I might stress, I pointed out to you.
Am I imagining, or is it just the tiniest pupil in her eye? Like the teeny tiny, but maybe I'm just imagining that.
What should we do about her anyway? Can she still end the world like this? She hurts. We should help.
What?
Now let's think for a second. Let's reevaluate. Should we help her?
Why?
Well, I do feel bad looking at her. There's no way to get close without being in reach of those claws. We've come this far, but can we trust a creature that until a few short moments ago fully intended to eat us? What an excellent question with an equally excellent answer. No, you should not help her. She's clearly just waiting for you to drop your guard. And beyond that, you do well to remember that she poses a threat to reality itself.
Yeah. Is this her arm or her leg? So if that's her leg, that is major uncomfortable.
You already have a weapon, and she's as vulnerable as she's ever going to be. How about you use it?
Oh god. Hello, pickled cucumber. You can pet her if you dare. But, you know, shall we try to pet her? I did save. We could give it a shot.
The princess's eyes go wide as the blade tumbles from your hand. You're going to get yourself killed.
Perhaps.
What are you doing? We could all just turn around and be done. What's your game? You and I both know there's no game. He's made a bad choice.
Perhaps.
As you draw near, she readies her claws, raising them to strike.
I think this is her foot, right? Pet?
Don't flinch. Show her our resolve.
Offer her your hand.
Reach forward, offering the princess your hand. How ridiculous. She was about to kill you. Do you really think getting stuck in a tunnel for less than a minute has fundamentally changed her? Yes, she's a victim of her own nature, just like we are. If all she wanted was to kill us, she'd have kept trying. But she's hesitating, isn't she?
Yeah, actually.
Yes.
Oh boy.
She is. Her eyes shift from faux ferocity to confusion to a gentle sadness. She lowers her claw and places it in your hand.
We got paw, but
Ugh.
look how big in comparison to us. Good lord, look how big her paw is. Oh god, if we tried fighting her, we would have been good as dead.
Do you think we can pull her out of it?
I mean, I don't think we're petting her, but at least we're holding her hand. Paw.
We have to try. It's a bad death being stuck in place. And what if it doesn't work? What if we can't trust her?
Yeah, and I don't know if she has speech. She's never talked to us.
We have to trust someone else eventually. It's either him or her. And I know you don't trust him. I don't even trust the rest of you. But that doesn't mean we have to go around pulling bloodthirsty monsters out of perfectly good traps. But we haven't seen what happens if we help her. Doesn't that mean it's worth exploring?
Yeah, actually, I am curious now.
I can't argue with that. Alright, let's see what happens. Maybe we'll finally get some answers.
Well, can we?
You tug, but the princess remains stuck. What a shame that the bones of her massive form are too large to fit through the narrow tunnel.
Okay, but we must be able to do something.
Keep pulling. All he has are empty words. He can't undermine us if we don't listen. You are all infuriating to work with. But fine, you continue to pull on the princess's arm and she starts to budge. She pushes with her back legs, clawing at the earth, a burst of strength aiding your efforts. The dirt and stone start to crumble around.
Are we actually getting her out of here? I want to see how big she is.
That's the spirit. Keep going. Yes, quickly, before the whole tunnel comes down on top of us. Yes, wouldn't that be an interesting development?
Don't you
What
do
if
it.
The very nature of this tunnel was such that you were incapable of leaving safely with the princess. How devious.
Don't you dare.
Does it collapse? Yes, it does.
Bitch!
Pull the princess free, the tunnel around you does exactly what you thought it might do. It falls apart.
Son of a bitch.
Trapped. No.
No.
We have to get out. We have to get out.
The narrator's two-timed us again.
It's too late to scramble for freedom now, little voice. You didn't think just pulling her out of there would be consequence-free, did you? Well, the ceiling collapses, heavy stones tumbling down on top of you and the princess, and I don't believe it. Let me guess. Everything goes dark, and we die. No, not yet.
Whoa!
You open your eyes to see the princess, her body stretched over yours, her face wincing as she shields you from the heavy rocks and debris. There is space enough for you to move, at least for now.
She's saving us! But, yeah. Now we can... Yeah, at this point, she's a full-on animal. At least for her hair and what's left of her dress. You know, this one... I was more afraid of this one, but she seems more reasonable than the beast.
I'll be damned. So there's more to her after all.
We could try, but her dress would be in the way. It wouldn't be complete.
The pack is always stronger than the lone hunter. We save her, she saves us. She understands.
Yeah, her dress is in the way, so it wouldn't be like the best belly rubs.
Well, we can't keep saving each other forever. Her arms are already starting to give out, and there's a whole mountain of earth on top of her, just waiting to bury you both. We can always dig. Both of us. It beats suffocating to death down here in the dark. Then let's do it.
Dig through the earth together. Oh my god.
You and the princess dig through the loose earth of the collapsed tunnel together. How sweet. But it seems the harder you try to claw your way forward, the denser the path becomes. All of this effort, and for what? A chance to end the world? I hope you fail.
Shush. Yeah, look how much bigger she is than us. Like, okay. This is her pod. Look at her arm. She's definitely double our size.
His words are nothing. Pay attention to what you feel and see. It doesn't matter if you ignore me, because I'm just telling you what's happening. And what's happening is that you and the princess are getting tired, and your mouths are full of dirt, and it's getting harder to breathe. Harder to breathe is still breathing.
She's huge. But come on, we have to be able to get out.
Well, either
We
way,
have
it's
to.
really miserable. I don't know. I feel like we're forming a bond with her. Can't be all that bad if we're bonding.
We are bonding.
She's not capable of bonding. Need I remind you that as soon as she saw you, she tried to eat you? You are not friends. And as soon as you're out, you'll see just how seriously she values your life.
If you love big women, you would have loved the Eye of the Needle. She was a big lady herself. And she was a proper lady. She had, you know, this big lady cat. Eye of the Needle. Eye of the Needle. Somewhere. Big lady.
If you were so sure we were going to fail, you wouldn't sound so desperate. You're just hot air. There's nothing of substance to you at all, is there? I have plenty of substance. I have feelings and desires. Like my desire to save everyone in the world. I feel that very strongly.
I love the Apotheosis. I have not encountered her with the Pristine Cut yet. But I love her. But I have yet to get her with the Pristine Cut. And this is my first time ever encountering anything about the beast in the den.
Do you smell it? Fresh air.
Ooh! Go, 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 go. Claw your way, freedom.
With one final massive heave of her body, the princess pushes her way out of the tunnel, leaving you behind, the quickly collapsing space you once shared. Yours was an alliance of convenience, just as I predicted. She has left you to die, buried and alone.
Yeah. I think for me, the Thorn and the Tower are my favorites.
You are unbelievably petty. Oh, my pettiness is nothing compared to yours. You were delighting in my suffering and the damnation of the entire world just moments ago. She hasn't left. She's coming back. Don't you hear her? No, she isn't. She's...
Came
How many
back.
times do you have to be wrong before you stop talking?
Yes.
The princess stares down at you from the opening. Before the tunnel can finish sealing itself, she cranes her elongated neck and gently plucks you from the earth.
Whoa, this is such a weird perspective.
She carries you across the half-collapsed ruin that was a cabin, carefully setting you down.
We're free!
If there were to be a record, let it show that I tried. I really, really tried. But there won't be a record, will there?
You can see her tiny eyebrows are sad. Thorn is favorite. Yeah, the Spectre is cool. You know, I think... Okay, someone pointed out what's your favorite princess as a character and which one do you simp over. So the Thorn is my favorite. The Tower is my favorite to simp over. Open the doors and step into the wilds.
You open the door.
Whoa.
Two of you stepping out into the fresh air and collapsing together onto the dewy grass of the outside.
Ooh. Okay. Now we can really... Oh. Okay, so this was her original body. And these spawned at some point. Because here's the dress and there's like semblance of legs. Oh, so was that the wing with the claw that she was stuck? I think that's what we were seeing.
We're outside and there's ground beneath our feet. I don't see any oblivion. Admit it. There never was an end of the world coming, was there?
I cannot blame you with those thunder thighs. I love her thighs. He does not reply. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to really like look at. I'm glad that she was more amicable than the den. But she looks so tired.
Yeah, we got him there, didn't we? I don't think I've ever seen him stunned into silence before. Can't you feel the hole where he was? He's gone. Can't see that. I'm not sure gone is good.
The princess rests her head close to you. Her eyes stare into yours. Yours amid the untextured threads of the world unraveled. Are we free? They ask. I'm cold. I don't want to be cold. Oh! They took my big kitty! But you don't get the opportunity to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go?
Oh, the lion and the mouse.
Try and find her?
Form an unlikely alliance in the dark.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's gonna be okay, just trust
But
me.
it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. That thing reeks of death. You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
I'll see you on the other side, it's gonna be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
I can't bring myself to be mean to them here.
I'd like to be somewhere nice. Feels too good to be true.
Approach. Let's see, do we get anything different with the den? You approach the mirror. The silences reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. Are we decaying? You've grown. Oh. Oh no, we're not that. This is our second vessel. You know, I don't know how many new chapters there are, but I got the damsel first with her. Let's backtrack a little bit. Ooh, too far. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Okay. Right here, okay. So I got the damsel and her ordeal with the smitten. And then last stream, we've got the Spectre, which led into the Princess and the Dragon chapter. In that same process, we got to the Prisoner, 30 new chapters and 3 updated ones. Oh! So then I'm not sure. Maybe I got. Okay, so maybe I did get 3 chapters then? Because then I got the Headless Princess. So I got the Headless. I got Princess and the Dragon. Happily Ever After. Or Epilogue? I don't remember what it's called. And today, we've started off with the witch into the wilds, which led into the den. Oh, yay! That actually makes me happy. Boop. Okay, sweet. And I've been going through every chapter to see if there's anything new additionally. See, how big is she? We can really see how big now. Whoa. She's long. Oh my god, she's long. Whoa. She's so long.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Whoa. Upright. She's very tall.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
I think I've clicked everything. And what if I... How many more vessels?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky.
The other chapters...
And I yearn for more perspective.
Apotheosis and Fury, huh? Okay. Huh. Okay, that's good to note, though.
You will have your rest in due time. And I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Long princess. I want to know what this vessel is. What do you want? Oh, here we go. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is consumed by instinct, a dancer moving to the rhythm of the flesh. She will make for a ravenous heart.
Kind of. I guess with how long and slim her body is, I could see a ferret.
She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself. But she is only a voice. Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater.
Let's see. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
I mean, I can see it, even with the little bend of the hind legs.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay. So then, I think I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Alright.
We will meet again.
And again. Bring the den.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I can only just dream and look up Google images of ferrets. Last I checked, they're illegal in California. Whee! And we're just gonna... Sweet.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
In. And then we'll skip this. We'll go in. Oh,
The interior
that
of
is
the cabin
awesome.
is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. The blade...
I can never dream of getting ferrets. Or I can dream, but I don't think it'll ever become legal anytime soon. And the last 2 times, I didn't take the blade. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Yep. Let's go. Excuse me.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Who's there? Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Maybe. Oh gosh. Let's see. I'm gonna try to, since we talked about her, may as well get to a tower. Let's see if I remember how to do this.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Well, we might be. We might be here to kill her. It's tentative right now, to be announced.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I don't
I'm probably
know.
chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yeah.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Okay.
The blade tumbles out
okay,
of your
got it.
trembling
Hesitation.
hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Okay, we'll talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
We'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish
Okay.
here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I have my reasons. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
She was just threatening us a second ago. Am I the only one here unnerved by that perfect little laugh? I'll take that as a sign that you're finally coming around to reason.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a
Negatory.
key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Part of me as I take a sip of water.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
Boy, that's the first sip of water I've had all day. That tastes good.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
Perhaps I think she is.
She is. I'm sure of it.
I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. Oh. Okay. 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 Alright, let me posture check. Let me readjust really fast. Ooh, sliding forward. Okay. Alright. Posture fixed. And blanket is still wrapped cozy. Alright. I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
I don't know that yet.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Well, I've had dreams that you were a beast. I've had dreams you cut your own head off. That I was hung up. I was in your body. Deflect. No, but I'm sure they have the reasons for keeping that information from me.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
What if they're bad reasons, though? If they had good reasons for thinking I was dangerous, wouldn't they have shared them with you? I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want to leave. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
But you've never told us anything as to why.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Gosh.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything. All for the sake of one person.
After all that. By the way, what's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Maybe. Maybe. But at least she's being honest, though. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Yes.
You know why you're here.
And I'm doing this in spite of you.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
I like hearing the narrator annoyed.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
You speak your command and I shall follow.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Okay, she's more straightforward than our soft princess, that's for sure.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
Man, I really should have had more water today.
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure
good
we'd
water.
be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
Okay.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Maybe. Try opening the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Ah, boo.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Let me out of here.
Shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do
Okay,
that.
my skin's gonna crawl a bit again. Or, actually... Boop.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down. The princess flinches as you strike and your weapon sinks into her shoulder.
Here we go again.
You bastard. If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's unarmed and there's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out, knocking your legs out from under you.
Ah.
The two of you struggle on the ground. You lash out with the blade, slicing wherever you can. Her fists connect with your body again and again, each blow stronger than the last, shattering bone and rupturing tissue with reckless abandon. Forget trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. You roll out of her grasp and shakily push yourself back to your feet.
Okay.
Though every inch of you is in pain, the princess probably has it worse. Blood pours out from countless gashes, staining her once pristine dress. She pauses for a moment, catching her breath, staring at you with wild eyes.
Oh, he said the name.
We can still turn this around.
Perhaps I'm lazy.
Are you serious? As the force of her blows overwhelms your body, the blade falls from your trembling hands, clattering uselessly to the cobblestones below. I suppose you just lacked the will to finish the job. The princess, wounded but still alive, stands to face you. She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you to the ground. Her knee slides to your throat and your windpipe is crushed under weight you didn't think her frame could possibly possess.
Ouch.
Pathetic.
Well.
This is the end, isn't it? Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yes! Let's go.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Just the... He's gaslighting us. No, you don't have that.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
I don't know about that.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Excuse me, I had a hiccup. This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Proceed.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to over... Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
Let's see.
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to... So please, try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Yes. Gonna see.
The interior
Yes,
of the
we're
cabin
so
is
close to
larger
seeing
and
our
more
dummy
grandiose than
mommy.
its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Yeah, I mean, encountering this door. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
There is definitely a mirror.
There isn't.
Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse.
We don't know that yet. Or maybe we do.
Last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen.
Yeah.
Luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly
Yeah, the mirror right
visage
here.
any time in the near future.
Don't you see it, narrator? It's right here. I think Pickle Cucumber might also be a narrator, because there's a mirror right here.
Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal. Probably. Do you not know what we look like?
He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
Please don't.
Did I channel in this
I'd
mitten?
rather the princess kill us again than see how dreadful we are. I care less about what we look like and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Don't know actually. Approach.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see.
Because this is clearly a wall.
This really isn't funny.
Boop.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
I hope we should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Now. Take
You
the
take
blade.
the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Let's see. You haven't seen her in forever.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
This is actually kind of nice.
Wait, the windows for the towers? You know what? I don't think so, actually. I don't think he has, not for the tower. Oops, I forgot to save. I was gonna go back, but I forgot to save
Still a
again.
stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
You know, how many shots could you take every time he says it?
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Oh, yes.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Yes.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
No, I don't think he does, actually. Huh. That's an interesting note.
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Yeah, we need to see her. That is true. There's a lot of chapters.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
The booming voice could change his mind.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Ooh, gold.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Let's see. The last time, I couldn't keep my cool around her. Yeah, exactly. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
I can't help it. I'm sorry.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
And I think for Apotheosis, I need to resist.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor. But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it.
Oh, she's so pretty.
She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
See, this difference. Her glowing eyes are just pretty. The dens just scared me. Theory, Apotheosis, so long to go. Ooh! Well then, ladies and gents and every other bear, we're gonna try to get to Apotheosis for new content.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Yes, ma'am. I can't keep my cool again. I need to resist, though. No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
Oh, is resisting its fury? Uh-oh. Well, regardless, I'll get somewhere.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
I think I reacted the same way when she called me a little bird the first time.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Okay.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it?
Well, I don't think that matters.
It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson.
That, the tower is incredibly attractive.
You
Yes.
are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? And you
Yes.
shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
No. Because I'm staring at how beautiful she is.
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay.
Oh,
First
no.
things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far,
I
far
could just-
away and commit yourself to what needs to be done.
I can just stare at her forever, really.
The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
What happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Okay.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
I can't stop looking at her. I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
Yes.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
Yes, ma'am.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to
God, I
say.
love the way she looks here. Screenshot.
No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
Her hips do not lie.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Oh, hey. Now that I know everything about the game, this is so... Oh. There's hands. Well, no hands here.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Well, we're submitting to our Dummy Mommy, my favorite one to...
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Oh, the screen changed.
Rise, my little bird.
I can't but giggle every time she calls me little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Boy. Okay. Break her chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Oh, okay. I shall hydrate. There's no reason for her to be so gorgeous, honestly. I mean, how can you not be thirsty for her? But no! Apotheosis! Nope. We're gonna get either Fury or Apotheosis. We're trying again. Boop. Okay.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. We didn't have a duty, of course. Oh, I under...
Kneel.
And we... Okay. Let's try resisting this time. No.
Oh, are you still... Kneel.
Oh, wait. Whoops. I was resisting
And your
before.
knees hit.
That's my good little... The last time we met, you told I could feel its fundamental the collapse. It's time.
Well, that given certainly you are the... And you should... He's... The stakes...
Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. No. I'm not gonna help you end the world. I don't care if something new comes after. I just can't let you do that.
I say, perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants.
I get it. I don't blame you.
No objections here. Don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses. but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Dang, it's stupid we still can't click these options. Maybe we need to unlock something for us to do this stuff. Anyways, pick up the blade.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad.
Okay, yeah. We can do that.
Boop.
We were probably going to stand anyway.
Yep. I hate...
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come, dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are
Blink,
broken
blink.
eventually.
I get it.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance.
You are brilliant.
Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
What? You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
And this.
Oh, we'll end this all right.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
I mean, look how pretty she is. Look how beautiful she is.
No, you can't just slay yourself. You're perfectly healthy and capable, and all you have to do is ignore her and do what has to be done.
But she's so pretty. It's hard to say no to pretty girls.
The blade and the hand that wields it remain firmly locked in place until you change your mind and decide to do literally anything else.
Look at you quaking against my will. An ant defying a god. It's pointless to resist. In the end, everything submits to oblivion. But you're not the one resisting me, are you? There's something else in there. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking? That's impossible.
Okay, we know this part.
You're a shriveling little...
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
The scream did improve, I think.
You bring the blade to your neck. You slice through soft flesh, severing veins and arteries, your blood flowing freely down your body. It's a painful lesson in obedience, but the pain won't last forever. No.
Yes.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
We will. I promise.
Yeah, I'm with the broken.
I know you will.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yeah! Okay.
You're on a...
The tall drink of water herself.
Oh, let me guess. And at the end of the path is a cabin. Excuse me? Come on, man. We can see it right in front of us. And besides, we've been here like, 5 times already?
I think this is 3.
Who cares? The woods are always the worst part anyway. Nothing ever happens in them.
Not yet.
I care. Every single time you've been here, it means an entire other reality has been damned to oblivion. One reality is already an incalculable loss. And there is a massive difference between 3 and 5. Feels like the numbers getting thrown around here are too big not to be abstract. Numbers like 5. Numbers like entire realities. At the end of the day, it's all just silly, isn't it? None of us can count to a whole reality, and he's asking us to think about the difference between 3 and 5. You're already starting to lose the thread. Just because you can't personally sum up the contents of an entire reality doesn't mean that the people inhabiting it don't contain moral value.
To be fair, we haven't seen literally anyone
If you have
else.
any sense of ethics left in there, if you have any moral compass, please, you have to stop her.
Don't you get it? Might makes right, and she didn't even have to touch us last time to prove her power.
So what? Just because she made us kill ourselves, we're supposed to submit to her authority without question?
I mean, yeah, she kind of showed us who's boss.
I knew when to surrender to our better. You would have lost eventually anyway, and it would only have made her angry. It would only have made things worse for all of us.
Oh, for the love of... Can you all please just get on with it? You're not making this any easier for yourselves. Do we even have agency right now? We either do what she wants, or we do what he wants. Either way, we're listening to somebody.
On a technicality.
Please, nothing in life is a binary. Obviously, we find a third choice that nobody wants.
Oh yeah, what's that? Not listening to anyone?
You all talk about choices and freedom, but there is no choice when it comes to the will of a god.
I'm going to cut you off right there. She is not a god, and the more times you fail, the harder it becomes for you to succeed. But the fact that you're still here means you still have a chance to pull this off. So, princess, dangerous, cabin, slay, now.
Okay. Let's just... I have so many questions.
And right now, you have neither the time nor the mental acuity to handle a single response. It's now or never.
Oops. What am I?
As you finish your inane question, the ground quakes beneath your feet. You feel an unyielding force pulling at you and your surroundings. The trees start to sway and then crumble, breaking apart as everything is drawn towards the cabin.
Yes, clearly. This princess is not a god, as the floor begins to rumble. What could that be? Clearly not the princess.
Even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else.
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
Any, words of warning?
She's tall.
You already know everything you need to know.
Proceed to the cabin.
As you step
Woo!
forward, the cabin explodes. You're flung backwards, violently slamming into a tree as debris rains down around you.
There she is!
Paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges,
Yes.
her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you. The world bows to her. The ruined landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now or never.
Ooh! Ooh! Hey, funny one. Didn't you say something about a third option earlier? One that would make everyone unhappy?
Well, we could always run away, right? To where? I don't know. Anywhere.
You're all ruining the moment of her ascension. Have you no respect for the divine?
In this moment, I guess not. I guess we're fleeing? Right? That's what we're doing? Flee?
A coward to your core, you turn to flee, leaping from the piece of floating debris and into the empty space beyond where the woods used to be.
It took me a moment to register that. Oh, fuck off, narrator.
This isn't cowardice, this is a calculated move. Sure it is. Can it be a bit of both? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't just a little afraid of her.
Are you so awestruck by my glory that you cannot bear to look at me? I think not.
Ooh.
As you fall, a great force pulls at the back of your neck, violently yanking you away from whatever lack of destination you were headed towards.
Now witness me!
Yes, Your Grace.
Ooh.
She turns you to face her. The scruff of your neck is held firmly between two giant fingers.
We can actually see a gentler face of her. Wow. So, I've always said this. I have no shame. Okay. I can live now.
So much for running away.
I forgive you your transgressions, but my destiny is inescapable.
She's right, we don't even have a weapon. It's over, isn't it?
And yet she still extends her mercy. We should do as she says. Why are you all resisting in the first place?
Oh. That's a good question. I mean, I guess we don't have a choice, huh? Embrace our new goddess?
So much for spiting her. Spiting him it is.
Good. I can feel your heart opening to mine.
Her words are like a gentle tug,
Whoa.
drawing you closer to the mountain of
What's
her
happening?
body. You land softly on her shoulder. Her skin is warm and comforting.
She has no reason to be this pretty!
Is it the end? We're still here.
The night sky unweaves into a textured nothingness. He does not respond.
Everything is gone. Us and her. This is her power. This is where we're meant to be.
God, her profile's so pretty.
He's really gone. Huh, that's unexpected. But he would have said something by now if he were still here. Right?
Really?
Yeah. Never knew when to shut up, that one. It's part of why I liked him so much. I can't believe all it took to make him disappear was saying no once. What happens now?
This world is but an illusion, keeping us from my ascension. A play of shadows dancing on the wall.
Oh! 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 The princess reaches forward into the textured nothing and buries her fingers. Whoa! Oh my god! Whoa! She's literally putting her fingers in it.
The flame may be snuffed, but the wall remains. This isn't just for my glory. You are part of this now.
See? This is nice. We're safe. She's helping us. She's helping everyone.
I mean, this is the long quiet, right? She's just putting her hands on the long quiet. Oh! There was color. Oh. Oh. Her grip tightens and somehow you feel it. The pain sits at the limits of your comprehension. Like an endless sea of hands falling on you one after another, before finally collapsing in on themselves. You lose yourself in the darkness. Oh. Oh my god. You're hurting me?
It will be over soon, little bird. Then your eyes will open, and all of this pain will seem but the fading memory of a distant dream.
Well, Broken, do you still think she's helping us?
Soon? Soon? Does that mean there's gonna be more? My only comfort is that he isn't here to see us suffer. He would love that, wouldn't he?
Ooh. Oh. The textured nothing is ripped open, and with it, you are ripped open. Amid the sea of disassociative pain, you can feel everything that is you pouring out into the ether. And you feel something else too. Anger. A need to lash out and hurt that which is hurting you.
Yes. Hurt her. Do something, anything, to make it stop.
Okay, it's becoming distorted. Our cursor is blurred again.
No. If suffering is what she demands of us, suffering is what we'll give. Why would I doubt our God?
Because she's hurting us.
It is so tempting to see what's on the other side of that great big nothing, but I think I'm gonna lose myself if this goes on for much longer. Why do we have to be the ones going through all this pain while she gets all the benefits?
Oh god, she's literally ripping us open, isn't she?
Blasphemer. We have been given the gift of offering ourselves to a higher purpose, and you spit in its face.
Ooh. 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 Decisions. What happens if we... Maybe we'll come back for this, but... Ooh! You continue to lose important pieces of yourself. The memories of entire lifetimes lived fade away into the space where your only recollection of them is that something used to be there. Oh. You die and are reborn, and die and are reborn, shrinking and shrinking again and again until there is no you left to die or shrink.
You've done so well, little man. Behold, the fruit of your anguish.
What is... Eyes open? Are they yours? They don't feel like yours anymore, but there is no other world. There is no other word to describe what they belong to.
Where are we? Does it even matter? Here, there, it's all the same.
You're all starting to sound like me.
No way. Oh, look at that again. Your vision focuses, revealing what has been done. The world has opened up, and beyond it is something beautiful.
Oh. What is that? I think I want to be there.
It's where we're supposed to be.
Can we come back if we go there? I don't want to go there if it means we can't come back.
Huh, I never thought about that, actually. Oh my god! That's the most you've ever seen it! Without it being the final fight. The princess steps forward, bringing you both to the edge of something beautiful. Of the something beautiful. I was reading that right. It is a dizzyingly fast. Couldn't read that. But neither of you cross the threshold. There is a roaring like underground thunder. She is stopped in place.
Were we supposed to stop? I don't think this is over.
After everything I cast aside on my path to ascension, what remnant of the old could possibly be left to defy me?
What's stopping her? Ooh! It won't let her! You look down. At the princess's feet rise a shifting mound, a mass of hands clambering over each other, crawling their way up her body. They all start to pull.
No!
Oh my god. The mound becomes a sea and the princess struggles to stay afloat. To keep the two of you close to the hole in the world and the light of the something beautiful beyond. But she is drowning. Oh. This is the first time I've seen her look worried. As the sea rises, she pulls you from her shoulder and holds you above the tide. You turn back to look at her.
We have to be able to do something to help her. This can't be how it ends. It can't. It can't. It can't. It can't.
Oh, he's really broken.
I think this is the end. I can feel every part of me freezing over.
Hands reach over hands, pulling at her face, dragging her down into the frigid depths. She is tired, and life fades from her eyes. Oh yeah, look at... Oh, I kind of feel bad for her, actually.
You have been the only thing I've ever known to show me grace. I am sorry if I have not shown you the same.
The princess summons the last of her strength, her face a shield of purpose and determination. In her final act, she hurls you towards the whole of the world, towards something beautiful beyond. What? I actually feel bad for her. Oh my god.
Fly, little bird.
We'll fly.
No. No. I don't want to be somewhere she isn't. It would always be dark without her.
Do we make it?
It's what she wants for us. But can we make it?
Can we?
Of course we can. We can do whatever we want. And I believe in her.
Kind of. Yeah, honestly. I'm more curious. I don't think this is ever a possibility, but what if she didn't throw us? What if we just went into the shifting with her? What would happen to us? No! But the hole seals before you can make it to either side. If there is a time to bask in what lies beyond, it is not now. Damn it. As you turn back to look at her, you see that she is gone. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Oh, there's that mirror again.
Receive
Why
grace
is it
from
here?
divine
Why
being.
now?
Oh my god, that's so... Oh. It's gonna be
But it
okay.
feels so bad. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't want to look at us.
I'll stand on the other side.
Okay. A mercy.
You're not messing with us, right?
No, I think. You approach the mirror. Gaze. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The thing we've withered? Yeah. Oh, wait, does that mean she's gonna look different since the shifting mound took her ahead of time? Nope, just ahead still. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass
Sorry.
of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Oops!
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
What do you think of this vessel? Yeah.
This one sits at the cusp of awakening, a new god waiting to be born. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart.
Interesting.
Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
How many more vessels?
We will know when we near our destination.
Let's see. You know, I'm curious. Oh, she's so pretty. Boop. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Okay, I mean, I guess there's not much else, right? I'm ready.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Ah! Everything goes dark and you die. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the
You? Okay. So that's... I guess... No, because we got three princesses. We got the witch. I think this was the wild. The den. And then the... No, this was the... No, wait. The beast, and then this was the den, and then we got the tower to the Apotheosis. Yeah. That's 3. But for now, I think this is... Boop. I saved, right? Yes. I think this is a good place to wrap it. You guys, we got some pretty... We got pretty in. And look at this! Oh. Interesting. Look at this. Now it expanded the tower. Doubt forces the hands of fealty. The Apotheosis. To struggle and to fail against the divine is to welcome it into your heart. This is interesting. Angels and demons are cut from the same cloth, and it's best not to deny a proud being. So then, would this be... Yeah, no. I really just started the Pristine Cut, so my memories are still pretty empty. That's the Fury, right? Yeah, we got the Spectre. This one tells me this is probably the Razor. You have the Beast, softness cornered turns into viciousness. The Den, a creature's lair. Oh! Well, that's a neat little thing. The Wild, bodies fused. Where does one thing begin and one another? That's an interesting little thing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's neat. The Witch, offering one hand while concealing the other. And then, yeah. And then these are the ones we got last time when we streamed. Right? This. Spectre. Cage. The Cage. That's what she's called. Yeah. Gosh, these stickers... I really hope a sticker pack comes out for this. Because, man, this would look so nice. Oh yeah, that's cool though. Okay, we made pretty dang good progress. So, as we just transition really fast. Beep. I grow like the Apotheosis. But anyways. I really do think this is a good place. And it's not super late. And I know, at least based on demographics, a lot of of people are not from California like myself, so I'm assuming it's really late for everyone. Hey, you know what? I'm glad you stuck around. Thank you for sticking around for so long. Pickled cucumber. Oh, that sounds good right now, actually. That just makes you a pickle, doesn't it? The more I think about it. Yeah, see? See? You need sleep. Unless you're an insomniac, I understand it's hard, but still gotta try to get sleep. So, like I said, it's a good place to end it. Then I am the weakest polar bear you'll ever meet. And it's becoming colder and winter. I get sleepy more easily. There's a reason I have a blanket. This is the time for me to get extra sleepy and nap more. I haven't napped on Friday and I was late to stream because of that. That and maybe too much pizza. But as we conclude, I believe as long as I'm not tired this Wednesday, we will for realsies stream Corpse Party on Wednesday, as per schedule. Now, I don't know how close am I to finishing at this point, but we're in the final marks of Corpse Party. We'll get there. And I know right now, I'm going to try to get the most current Hollow Knight uploaded to YouTube, and we'll be officially caught up on all the VODs that need to be up on YouTube. Aside to this one, but, you know, this one takes time to edit. So, I guess we shall conclude. So thank you for hanging out with me. Whether you were in the beginning or joined midway, or you just kind of hopped in right now to the end, I am sorry. Excuse me. But yeah, I think we got some dang good progress. And I got to see the Den and the Beast. Never had I ever encountered them until tonight. She scares me, the Den. Or the Beast. I keep mixing them. But I think that's all I've got to say. So, everyone, get some sleep. I am a polar bear. I need to get prepared for hibernation. One day. But we gotta prepare. So take it easy. Have a good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you may be. And I shall see you Wednesday for some more Party of the Corpses.